Okay, we're going to fix the broken recoil. There is a difference in the rope rotor for the C model versus just the plain 270, but they just need to be switched out. So that's what we're going to do. Going to also install the aftermarket elasto handle. And I had previously mentioned that there was some differences in the fans. So what we're going to watch now is we're going to watch the disassembly of one so that I can take the rotor off of it and put it on the other. And the significant thing that you might carry away from this is watching. I figured out how to make that spring behave. You know, they can jump out, and if you like recoiling them, you know, no sweat, but I don't. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a feeler gauge. I'm taking one of the, you know, the little plates out of the set, and I'm going to use it to slide in between the rotor and the spring. Now, if as I'm having trouble here inserting it, that tells me that the spring is, you know, if I were to lift it up, it would just come slap out. So I'm going to work that that blade, which is thin and flexible, in between the rotor and the spring until it slides all the way back to that shaft. At that point, I know that the shaft is that the spring is flat, and it'll be safe for me to you know, take the spring off, remove the pawls, the washer, and lift it off the shaft. Now that you've seen me do that, if you're short on time and don't enjoy just, you know, watching somebody work, you can slide the lever to about minute 12, and I pick up the you know, placing the rotor on the one that's going to be used in the project, and you know, and assembling it and so forth. This is sort of like watching baseball, you know. There are a few home runs like that. Taming that spring was certainly worth watching. They invariably would bust loose on me until I started doing this. Hadn't lost one yet. The tree really did a number on that on that case. We need some popcorn. Don't really have any wisdom I can be departing while we're waiting. Those knots can be a devil to get out of there. I wonder if there were others that came before me that had figured out to use the flat metal blade to save the spring. But you can see right there, there's no way that you'll lose it. Maybe I ought to use a babbling brook background. I don't know why I'm trying to save those rope rotors. Or the ropes. Digging them out and rather than just cutting them in half and pulling them through. Waste not, want not. I'm getting tired of trying at this. And I have a dentist pick. I don't know the correct term for it. But it's those things that they dig around in your mouth with. But it has a extremely sharp end on it. And so I'm going into the fiber of the rope so that I can lift with it, because screwdrivers and needle nose did not want to budge it. And I've got it close to my chest so that I don't stab myself, because that would absolutely run right straight through my finger or hand or whatever. I'm trying to show you what the part number is, but from a seated position I don't think I did a good job of it. Stihl has the entry hole slanted on those rotors, and they're a whole bunch. I mean, you can actually string them up, with them installed. The way they do it's a whole lot better than the aftermarket ones I've messed with. I'd almost rather use an OEM rotor for that reason. Alone. And I've broken some of the aftermarket elastic start handles on the 660. They pull apart. I put the Stihl rope on it, and I'm going to lather that up with some good quality grease. Some of it will stay on the shaft, and the rest of it will be spun down in the spring. I was showing you where the opening was, so I'm in that area so it catches on the spring. I can't tell if I turned it 3 times, between 2 and 3 times all the way around. Then just fool with it so that you know which way it's going to turn when you let go of it, and then wrap it. And if you do it right, your handle won't hang. You'll stand up straight. If it doesn't, just unwrap it and rewrap it. That rope is wound on there well now. And that's a double magnet fan wheel, by the way. Okay, so we got the last step is putting the shield on, and that will be all. As I say, all she wrote. As always, I hope the videos are helpful. If you like, please subscribe. Thank you.